These declines Shanti, good morning, welcome. Can you hear me okay? Shanti, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Shanti. How's everyone? A very happy Father's Day and a happy Yoga Day. Father's Day and Yoga Day. Yeah, thank you for coming today. So today we thought to discuss on the subject of yoga and inner alignment. Just like yoga, we have physical postures, and it's very good for the body. And yoga is basically we're trying to align the body in such a way that the natural position of the body, the natural strength of the body emerges. So the more we practice that alignment of the body through various postures or asanas, it's like our the natural feeling or tendency of the body, state of the body kind of emerges. And so that is yoga for the body. And then yoga for the mind is then how do I train my mind to have those those postures so that the inner state of the mind is able to come out, is emerged, is revealed. And so what is that inner alignment? So we have that outer alignment of the body, but what is the inner alignment is what we thought to discuss today. So feel free to also share your thoughts as we go into this topic. Yoga, the word yoga actually, so you all know, comes from, it's a Sanskrit word, yoga. And it comes from the root yuj, which means to join, to combine, to merge, or to connect. And so yoga is to combine, to connect. Like right now, we're all connected. You're all connected remotely through the power of internet. And so yoga is the connection through which the mind becomes empowered, through which I am able to resonate with the original qualities of the soul. I'm able to be myself, basically. Able to be myself. And I'm able to live myself. So we have a few slides. Let's look into. Is the slide visible? Can you see the slide?
Yes.
Okay, great. So the art of inner alignment. When we were kids, we used to play a game where we would have all these stones in a kind of setup, and then we'll throw a ball and break it, and then we'll reassemble it. But this whole thing of alignment, this balance of one stone on top of other, and they're all in perfect balance. So how to make various aspects of our life in balance. Someone said yoga exists in the world because everything is linked. Linked. This is a world of links. No? We say, okay, you're creating a flyer, where is the link? Give me the link. Website is all link. Everything online is a link. Our connection with the internet provider is a link. Our phone is a link. Everything is link. So just like this link is invisible, but it's a part of our existence. And so yoga exists in the world because everything is linked. So what is linked? My mind is linked with the body. So they say body, mind, breath. They say breath is linked. Time is linked. So time is linked with my thoughts also. If my thoughts are slow, then I feel I have a lot of time. If my thoughts are fast, then I feel I don't have time. So there's a link, connection. There's the connection between my thoughts and my breath also. Thoughts are very fast, then sometimes the breath also becomes fast. And my thoughts are slow, then the breath also becomes slow. Right? The connection there also. Connection of the mind and the body. So the mind, when the mind is healthy, then the body also has those hormones of health. So everything is linked. And so yoga is basically how to create the right link, the right link. And we call it the link of love, the link of life, the link of love. So what is the link of my life? What is holding me? What is the link? What is holding me is that that link, that connection with my original true self and with the divine. This quote says that yoga is not a work out, it is a work in. Not a work out, but a work in. And this is the point of spiritual practice, to make us teachable, to open up our hearts and focus our awareness so that we can know what we already know and be who we already are. There is a very profound statement. To be who I already am, to know what I already know. To know that I already know. So there's nothing that I don't know. It's like everything is there. All the answers are there within. I know everything. So I just have to know that I know everything. And so it's all about turning inwards. Although physically it may look like a workout, but it's like a work in. Work in. And I like the word teachable. Teachable is like being a good student, being an apprentice, one who is eager and willing to learn and not lose the focus from learning to other things outside. The point of spiritual practice is all about learning. But learning happens when my heart is open. And when my heart is open, then I can focus on my awareness. So it all begins with when I feel that I am here to learn, not to earn, but to learn. I'm not here to earn anyone's love, respect, or whatever, but it's about learning about myself, learning about myself. So in every situation, so yoga is a connection by which my focus goes from outside to within. And so then when it is within, then I just think about in anything, what do I learn? What have I learned? How do I grow? Be who we already are. It's like so when I'm not in yoga, then I forget who I already am. And when I am in yoga, then I remember who I am. It's like that connection, like our WhatsApp status now it show online. It's like I am online. I'm connected. It says yoga is the journey of the self, through the self, to the self. It's a quote from Bhagavad Gita. It's really very deep. Journey of the self. So I am journeying. The being I am journeying. Through the self means through the various layers of the self. The various layers of the roles that I have acquired through the self. It's like I'm passing through the self, going towards that inner core of being who I really am. To the self. To the self is reaching, going towards my true self, to the self. Journey of the self, through the self, to the self. So let us just take a moment and experience this journey. So this yoga is the journey where I pass through the various layers of false identification. And I tap into and move towards experience my true original self. It's a journey of the self, through the self, and to the self. I just need to be with myself in my inner room of comfort, silence. It's being at ease, being light in the room of my mind. I am myself, safe, unperturbed. It's pure, innocent light. And like any other journey, this journey is also filled with adventure. And every step of the way, we feel, oh, I didn't know this about myself. Now I'm learning this new, aspect of myself. There may be some ups and downs, and highs and lows, but it's a beautiful journey. If I just think of this whole our journey in meditation, in spiritualities, the journey to this of the self, through the self, to the self. Say, in this journey of life, of yoga, is a balance between holding on and letting go. This is what the journey is about. What I hold on to and what I let go. So, like this child is holding on to the umbrella and letting go of her physical, the feet, the physical world. She's ready to fly. Holding on and letting go. Balance. Balance. So what I choose to hold on in my mind and what I choose to let go. It's a balance. So let me just hold on to my truth and hold on to others' goodness and let go of anything that creates any wasteful or negative thoughts. Hold on and let go. It's like outer power, external power is about holding on. So if someone is powerful externally, we say they're powerful when they can hold on, means they can control things. Right? Power, position, it's external power. But internal power is in letting go. When I'm able to let go, then I move forward. And that's the law of spirituality. So I let go and then I fly up. So that's how yoga also works. So in yoga, there is a balance. So I let go and then I fly up. And then this is my new normal. Then I let go again, then I fly up again. Then I let go and I fly up. So at every step I have to let go. I say let go and let God. So I let go, let God, and then fly up. So that balance. Just holding on to the truth. We say holding on to that, that rod, that umbrella, that anchor, holding on to that anchor, not letting go of it. So holding on to the anchor of my life, what anchors my life, the anchor of my mind. I just hold on to it. And I am ready to let go. If she's holding on but not ready to let go, then also she cannot fly. And if she lets go but doesn't hold on, then also she cannot. It's a balance. Today we were listening to a message where we heard it's like a balance of, or two wings of courage and enthusiasm. So courage is in letting go. Letting go. And enthusiasm, with enthusiasm I hold on. I hold on to the truth with like I'm looking for something new. I hold on and I let go with courage. It needs courage to let go of something that has become a part of my thoughts. Yoga creates spiritual connection just like internet. So how does internet work? It's like we're all connected. Like whatever, we are here together, we can see each other, listen to each other. Because so I am here connected my laptop through wireless to the router. The router is connected to the modem. The modem is then connected through the wire to the internet provider. And then that internet provider is connected through the cables to different parts of the world. And then at their end, everyone else is connected through their internet provider to the same cord. So just like internet is a connection, yoga is also a connection. So just like through internet we can communicate. So in the same way, when we are in yoga, we can communicate. So first there is connection and then communication. And then relation. And so first connection, I connect. In yoga, I connect to myself. And then when I connect to myself, then I can connect to the divine. And then when I connect to the divine, because all the souls in the world are also connected to the divine. So the divine or the supreme, the source, is the main line. So we all have to connect to that. And then when we connect, then automatically I'm connected to everyone in the world, just like internet. And then I can communicate. Communicate in the sense like if I create a thought of good wishes, then that thought through the divine, through the supreme, will reach to all the souls in the world. So that's the path of communication via the supreme. So that's why it's called the union, yoga union or connection. Is I'm connecting myself with the supreme, and then through him I'm connected to everyone. And right now is the time that life has given all of us to strengthen, develop, nourish, experience that living connection. Even though we are connected virtually to this, but then the real aim is to connect. Each one has a personal connection. And today is Father's Day, so we are all children of the Supreme. And we all have our personal connection. It's like just like all the softwares or everything is in the laptop. But if there is no internet, I cannot connect. And so yoga is that connection. So once I connect, then I begin to use all the powers that are within me. I begin to access them easily. I begin to function properly. It's just like this morning you were listening, like humility, patience, easiness, lightness, cooperation, love. All these become activated once I spend time to feel, create, experience that connection. This is connect, collect, correct. So when I connect, then I collect. Means I connect to the Supreme, then I collect the treasures. I collect that sense of inner peace. I collect and then correct. It's like my actions are correct. My actions are correct. That translates into my actions. So connection, collection, correction. Correction of myself, not of others. It's like then I don't look at correcting anybody else. But that external correction actually becomes acceptance. Acceptance of where the other person is coming from, where they are at in their journey of life, and just accepting and unconditional love towards everyone. Yoga creates balance. This is very interesting, the way this works. It's like how these stones are in balance. How these stones are in balance. It's like they are joined together in such a way that it's like a common thread or a common point that goes and connects, which goes through their center of gravity. It's like so that they don't fall. So when I align myself, then my mind is in balance. I can prioritize different aspects of my life. My personal life, my relationships, my professional life, everything. But then there is balance. Balance. There is a little video about someone who their occupation is to create this stones in balance. And when I looked at it, I was really deeply inspired by their thoughts. So maybe we can just watch that video for a few minutes. Yeah, please hold on. I'll just play that video.
Watching that.
I really love a balancing stone. Mostly because I think it's such a great way to also balance myself and to create something beautiful at the same time. Even though a little wind is enough to make it look like your sculpture never was there. But in this moment, as I try to find a tiny, tiny little balance point, my thoughts are completely silent. And that's a very good feeling. Sometimes it only takes a couple of minutes to make a balance, and sometimes an hour. But when it's done, I love to watch the stone balance. It looks so still and quiet in a world that is constantly moving. Very often, I see people commenting that it's fake, that it's impossible to do this, and that it's photoshopped or glue. But I kinda get excited about those reactions, because it's a proof that there is so much more in this life than we could ever imagine. If some people think that this is impossible, Imagine then how many more things there is in life that we still think is impossible, just because we never really tried it. Just because we already put the frames on what is possible and not. I also get a lot of questions about how to learn this. And my advice is, just go get out there, find some stones, play around and have fun. After a while, you will get to know the stones and get a feeling of how to balance them in the best way. And you will learn to see which stones works best together. You might spend a lot of time trying to balance a stone that will never balance, but you learn something every time, and it's a wonderful way of spending time in nature. Depending on what kind of stone balance you're doing, the balance point can be really tiny. So the movements that you do while adjusting the stones to find the balance point are so tiny that you can barely see it with your eyes. You just feel it with your hands. And when you finally find that tiny balance point, the gravity will be there for you to hold your stones together.
Shanti. Just I just felt this whole thing was so inspiring that, and this is what actually spiritual work is all about. Just going within and just looking through my thoughts, looking into that balance, that point that makes my mind in balance. It's like self-reflection. I introspect, I disconnect, and then I just enjoy it. There's no agenda. There's not a feeling of achieving something, but just enjoying. I just enjoy my time with myself. And then different stones, it's like different thoughts, and I find a balance. I find a point which makes everything in balance. And then, like she said, then the gravity holds it. And then gravity is like life will help me hold on to that posture. And then it's like a beautiful experience that I get. So yoga is this process of inner work. As say work in, not work out, work in. So in the laboratory of my mind, I go in and then play. I play. So let's just take a moment and then I go within the room of my mind and I observe all my thoughts. I observe my feelings and different parts of my personality. And I accept myself the way I am. And I love myself and I just gently try to balance, find that point which connects everything. And that point is that realization, a very easy realization of my true self, my true self. And when I hold on to that, the true experience of myself, then I can easily let go of what actually creates hurt, what actually takes me away from myself. I can easily let go of it in my mind. So yoga creates balance. Someone once asked a yogi, how do you balance your life? And they said, it's more, rather than being a question of balance, it's more the question of priority. What do I prioritize? Do I prioritize my own self? Or do I prioritize my relationships, work? What is the order of priority? And sometimes it is work first, relationships second, and the self last. And they said, no, the right order is, the right alignment is self first, then relationships, and then work. Like I spend time with myself first, and then with that, my relationships improve. And then the task automatically gets done because then there is cooperation. So when this is like living from inside out. So myself, self-reflection time. In this image, it's like the tightrope. There are people who are able to walk on the tightrope. They're called tightrope walkers. And it's very interesting how the physics works of tightrope walking. They say the center of gravity, so the walker has to just make sure that the center of gravity of his body is aligned with the rope, is aligned with the rope. If it moves or tilts, that is where he will fall. That is where he will fall. And he just has to train himself so that his center of gravity is aligned with the rope. And so walking the tightrope of life is like in balance. So I'm in balance, I'm walking, but my attention is my center of gravity. So in physics, there is this concept called center of gravity. What is center of gravity? It is the point which represents the entire body, at which the gravity acts, and pulls the body down. That is the center of gravity, or the center of mass, we say. So representation of the expansion in one point. So the essence of the body is the center of gravity. And so the essence of the whole expansion within my mind, you say, to give the mind, all the expansion, the center that holds everything is the center here, the center, who I really am, center. So when my only attention is to make my center aligned with life, it's like whatever situations are happening, coming my way, but then I'm just, my focus is not on the situation, but my focus is on the alignment of my center of gravity. With that, in that moment. So I live every moment. So just like this tightrope walker has to focus just on that moment, that he cannot think of what is lying ahead. No, just in that moment. Very slowly, steadily, he's able to move forward. In the same way, it's like I just have to give attention to every moment in the present, and I walk, then I walk, then I walk. That's why today we heard is every moment is a golden moment. Every thought is a golden thought. A golden moment because when I live in the moment, free of any past or future, then that's a golden opportunity for me to live my life fully, to experience life to the fullest. That is the golden moment. So I just need to have that attention of keeping my center aligned. And for them, it is fun. People who do this tightrope walking, they really enjoy it. And so this balance in life, it's like once I tap into that inner resource, inner being, I begin to enjoy. Then everything is in balance. And how do I align? How do I align? By gentle attention, gentle awareness. Gentle awareness. It's not a forced awareness, but a gentle awareness. This is who I am. This is who I am. And from that awareness, it's like I automatically begin to enjoy every moment. It's like I just observe, enjoy every moment. So yoga helps me to align my center of gravity. This is another aspect, fusion. We say yoga is union. So union is fusion. We have heard in physics there is a nuclear fission and nuclear fusion. And the way sun, why does sun has so much energy, heat and light, and is constantly able to radiate, is because of these nuclear fusion reactions that are taking place with it. And so yoga, or the union, when I connect with the divine, just like this fusion, and this huge energy releases. This light and might. We say light and might. So when I become light and might is power, then I'm able to, when there's sight, then I see, then everything is bright, and then I do right. This fusion, this energy is all released by fusion. So yoga is this fusion of love. It's like merging in love, getting lost in the love, just feeling that love coming from the divine, from the source. And that love completely transforms me. Like this morning we were reading how gold is pure. Why is pure? Because it's like even if the gold is impure, if I keep it in fire, then all the alloy is removed. Then the original nature is revealed. So then all I have to do, son, today is Father's Day, so we have to be a good son, S-O-N, but also a son, S-U-N. By fusing with God, the divine. By fusing my mind in that beautiful sacred energy of the divine. And that experience is a very, very fulfilling experience. It's like feel the old self just kind of melting away, burning away. Any negativity or waste or heaviness, and just replaced with light and easiness. So there's a short clip about the details of this fusion that takes place inside the sun. And what is the physics behind it, and what can we learn from it, and how we can use that to intensify my yoga, my fusion with the source. So just give me a second and I'll just play that clip.
If we could open up the sun, we'd see layers of dense hydrogen gas, hundreds of thousands of miles deep. And at its center, the core, the sun gives birth to light. Forged in one of the most violent reactions in the universe, nuclear fusion.
The specific nuclear reaction that powers the sun is fusion. Fusion of hydrogen into helium. You take two hydrogen atoms, you ram them together, and what's left over is a helium atom.
It sounds simple enough, but it's not.
It's actually hard to get two atoms to fuse. Two protons have the same charge, they're both positively charged, they want to repel each other.
Protons don't like to get close together. They have to come together with a huge amount of energy or velocity to get close enough to begin to fuse. And that's very, very rare.
To force protons together takes immense amounts of heat and pressure, generated by the invisible hand of gravity. The sun contains 99.8% of all the matter in the solar system. That's a lot of mass. All that mass pulls the sun together with unimaginable gravitational force.
But with gravity crushing things down, things get close enough together and nuclear fusion happens.
In this nuclear compactor, hydrogen atoms slam together 100 million quadrillion times each second. Some of these collisions are so powerful that atoms fuse, releasing energy.
When the protons come together, to bind together, they lose a little bit of mass, and that mass gets converted into energy. And every second of every day, about 5 million tons of stuff is being converted to energy. It's amazing.
Yeah, when I watched that video, it's amazing how sun operates. It's like this constant transformation of that mass into energy is taking place under this gravitational field, tremendous gravitational field. And so when I come under the gravitational field, which is the divine, unconditional, supreme love of the source. In that pull, it's like then I begin to lose my old self. It's like mass getting converted. It's like mass. It's like that old heaviness, that it just goes away, and that inner light just radiates, emanates. The soul becomes charged. So this is yoga, fusion, union of the soul and the divine. soul and the divine. Feeling this, releasing this huge light and light. And so these stages, when we talk about the stages, it's like, so I begin to turn inwards and I begin to introspect. So I initiate first, the first stage, initiate. And then I begin to contemplate. Contemplate about what matters to me, what doesn't matter to me. It's like just that that lady playing with the stones. It's like that contemplation. It's like I'm getting interested in that work. Just making friendship with my thoughts, with my mind, in myself. And then there is concentration, focus. It's like then I gradually come into the gravitational field of the Supreme. And then there is realization. Realization is when there is this light and might coming out. Realization. So this is real yoga which transforms me from within. And once this transformation, once I experience this, this realization takes place, then I automatically begin to develop my personal relationship. Personal relationship. It's like I begin to feel comfortable in the presence of that energy. I have a personal heart-to-heart conversation, chit-chat, experience, intimate connection with the divine. So let us just create a moment to just let go, of everything that has happened until now. If there is any thought, let me just let go of it. Let me just completely remove it from my mind for this moment. Nothing. Let go. I go inside the laboratory of my mind. I feel that my real true self is there like a diamond, shining brightly. I begin to feel comfortable in the presence of my true self. The true self that does not have a name, does not have a role, nothing, just a being of innocence. It's the inner child. A very pure, innocent, radiant being. I stay within. I do this work in. Very gently. A journey through my old self to this beautiful, innocent being that belongs to the world of silence, not this physical world of matter and expansion. My center of gravity is this light. My center of gravity is this light, which is the essence of all the expansion in my life. Everything begins here. And so I just feel at ease with this inner being. And very gently, I let go, just like that little girl was holding the umbrella and lifting off. I lift off. I hold on to that one pure thought that I belong. I, this being of light, I totally, completely, unconditionally belong to the divine. And his love for me is unconditional. The Supreme Soul cares for me deeply. I experience the Supreme as my mother, my father, my friend, my guide, my companion. It's just energy, a supremely loving energy, supremely benevolent energy. Even I don't know myself, but the Supreme knows me inside out completely. So let me just feel comfortable in this divine presence of the Supreme Being. In the gravity of this love, I'm ready to let go and let God. Just feel a pull. To be soaked in God's presence and love. Yoga, a link of love. With the parent of the soul. I inherit the unlimited treasures. He or she, just this energy, a mix of motherly and masculine, fatherly energies, a mix of nurturing and empowering energies. The Supreme Being is all I need in my life. So let us just feel this loving presence and light of the Supreme. It's an eternal, living relationship. The only reality in this elusive world is that I belong to this source, to God. and then God belongs to me. And our union in love just gives me a feeling of fullness, completeness, happiness. And this light and might I share with all souls in the world. Om Shanti. We'll just leave it here. Talk about karma yoga. It's in yoga of the mind and karma yoga. It's like the roots, and then it's like the tree. So karma is the expansion of the karma, but yoga is the root. So when the roots are strong, healthy, then the karma is healthy. And then there is a balance. So the more there is inner work of deepening, strengthening my roots, the more it reflects in my actions. That's why there is a saying in Sanskrit, it's called yoga karmasu kaushalam. Means yoga inspires positive, pure, divine actions. Actions filled with love, filled with humility, filled with generosity. It's like a natural feeling because the soul is full within karma yoga. Okay, so we'll just stop there and just invite you all to also share your thoughts. Anything that you would like to share, please feel free to. Om Shanti. You can unmute your mics as well. Yeah. Any thoughts anyone like to share?
Om Shanti, Sarabhai.
Hello, Kusum.
Good. It's really good. And from today's Murli, it actually, you explained really good. So letting go is like a courage, and then holding on is enthusiasm. So it's really clear. Yeah. And so yoga, basically inner alignment, first knowing self and then connecting divine, and there is a fusion, which is the energy and charging ourselves. So when the mind is cluttered, we are disorganized, and when we get charged from divine, then everything is aligned. So basically disorganized battery to organized battery,
Very
charged battery.
nice.
So
Very
it's
nice.
yeah, thank you so much. All the slides are really beautiful. It's thank you, Saurabai.
Thank you.
Om
Thank you,
Shanti.
Kusum. Very nice. Yeah, you shared it very well, like from disorganized to organized. Very nice. Yeah, excellent.
So when battery is discharged, the chemicals are disorganized, right? And when
Yes.
we charge the battery,
Yes.
it is organized. So it's the
Yep.
same like when we
Yes.
get charged, right?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. think, was it Jana? Shanti, please repeat what you said about karma yoga. Yeah, karma. So karma is like an expression when I come into action, and yoga is, we say, impression. Expression, impression. It's like, so it's like, there's a fine balance when I come into action and, introspection. It's like, so karma yoga is the state where my roots are strong, so that my actions are automatically inspired by the power of yoga. So karma yoga is a natural flow of energy from the soul into the world outside. So then there is no bondage that, or there is no like hurt or sorrow or exchange of pain through actions. It's like everything is very pure and sacred. Karma yoga. It's like actions become. So it's like my actions inspire my yoga because the actions are selfless. So then when I sit in yoga, I am able to go deeper. And then the yoga further inspires the action. So then the actions are more aligned with the truth. So karma yoga. Yeah. And that's the state, of, it's like karma yoga. So whatever we are practicing should come out in our actions, karma. Yeah, which is also like an altruistic actions, selfless altruistic service. Does that?
Thank you, Saurabh bhai.
Oh, Smita man, hello. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good to hear
It
you.
was a beautiful, beautiful analogy, especially all the three analogies about the stone balancing and the gravity and the tightrope and the person with the rope, the third vision. It was just a beautiful, beautiful explanation. And
Yeah.
and burn your false sanskaras, dirt, impurities was it was beautiful. It was very, very deep understanding and pure realization. Thank you, brother.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Smita
Baba.
man.
Om
Thank you so
Shanti.
much. Yeah. Smita, Sister Smita is also teacher. So she teaches young kids. So very nice to have you, Smita man. And she's experienced meditator herself. Yeah. Thank you. Very nice. And any other thoughts? Hey, is that Mark? Hi, Mark. Nice to have you. Thank you for joining. You're doing well? Yeah. Mark is there. Surinder Ben, nice to hear from you. Thank you. Any other thoughts anyone would like to share? Yeah, we also miss you, Mark, to see you. Hopefully we can see you. Mark is fitness, right, Mark? You're still, yeah. Right. Thank you. Thank you, Sister Gina, also. So we have a few blessings. Just hold on. Come back. Okay. So whoever can turn on their videos, please feel free to. You can just have a little chit chat. Thank you. So let's read the blessings. This is for Kusumben. Through your power of courage and contentment, you're always victorious.
Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Is Kushal also there?
Yes, Kusal is here.
Kushal, this is for you. You fill every thought with determination, every step with courage, and every word with love.
Thank you.
Thank you. Rupesh Bhai bhi hai?
He's at work.
He's at work. So
Yeah.
for him, you fulfill your responsibilities by remaining light and easy.
Thank you. Om
Thank
Shanti.
you. Om Shanti. Sister Joy, Om Shanti. Your determination pulls success towards you, and your focus pushes obstacles away. Thank you. Again, unmute probably. Yeah, we can't hear you. Yeah. And Smita, Sister Smita, this is for you. You have made a conscious change to being more positive and appreciate the treasures life offers you in every moment. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Baba.
Thank you. Thank you. The Rekha Ben, Om Shanti. This is for Rekha Ben. You change your world with positive and pure thoughts. The world then becomes a beautiful place to live in.
Thank you. Om Shanti.
Shanti. And this is for Bhartesh Bhai. You shine the light of gratitude. You recognize and truly appreciate the gifts that life offers you at every moment. Your fortune multiplies with each step you take.
Thank you.
Thank you. Susan, hello Susan, nice to see you. You are powerful and healthy because you know that you are a spiritual being of energy inside a human body.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you. And, Anuben, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, brother.
Om Shanti.
You know what? I have a problem with my video camera. I don't know. If I turn it on, I can only see my own picture. I don't know why nobody else can see my picture. But
we were able to see you actually. You were on for some time.
Okay, I'll turn it on.
Yes.
So, brother, can I share one thing which I should have
Yes.
told before? First of all, I really want to thank you so much. This was such a beautiful, we get a clear understanding. But what I wanted to say is, normally what we used to associate yoga is only with the physical stretching and like an exercise. Used to always think, oh, yoga is an exercise. I wish we could know detail. I mean, now, of course, it's so much clear that this is the connection of the mind and the body. And you have explained it so beautifully, brother. This was really good, very interesting. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sister Rano. You shine the light of caring. You give comfort and hope to all those around you with your gentle words, your true smile, and patient attitude.
Oh, thank you so much, brother. Thank you.
Thank you. And this is for Bindu Ben. Bindu Ben, you move through life with such determination, courage, and faith that success must race to keep up with you.
Thank you so much, Vaji. Sorry, I can't open my book.
No problem. No problem. Thank you. And this is for Krishna, Sister Krishna, Brother Krishna.
Hello.
Hello. This is for you. By thinking good thoughts every day, you have gained the inner strength to face any situation with a smile. Thank you. And, RS, who's RS? This is for RS. You're an artist painting a beautiful picture of your bright tomorrow with brush strokes of your present actions and color of positivity.
Thank you, Brother Saurabh. I think that's me.
Oh,
That's
Rinku Ben.
Rinku.
Acha, Rinku Ben. Thank you, Rinku Ben, for joining. So
Thank
you're
you.
an actor, but now you've become an artist also. That's great.
Thank you. It was a beautiful presentation by you. Really touched my soul. I learned the steps of meditation, today until realization, though I've not reached that level, but yes, now I know where to go more clearly. Thank you so much. It
Thank
was
you.
a very knowledgeable session I had today with you. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Rinku Ben. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And Ashita Ben. Ashita Ben, you're positive in your thoughts, honest and sweet in your words, and humble in your actions. Wow, you're perfect. Thank you for joining, Ashita Ben.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Saurabh.
Thank you. Do you have any thoughts to share, Ashita Ben, with the family?
Sure. Actually, I was able to hear only half of it, but it was a really, really good presentation and lot of information that particularly it could very helpful to me. I would like to watch the presentation again. I was caught up in some of the other stuff, so I was not able to see all the I could only listen the audio, not the video today.
No problem. No problem. Ashita Ben.
Thank you, and always lot of things to learn from you, brother. Thank you, Baba.
Oh, same here. We also learn from you, Ashita Ben. Thank you. Harjeet Ben, this is for you. You appreciate your own inherent worth by using your skills and talents to the best of your ability. Thank you for
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
Thank you. And Simran Bhai, Neeta Ben, Om Shanti. This is Simran Bhai. Your life is simple yet rich because you are clear about the things you value. So true. You live a simple life and rich. And Neeta Ben.
Om Shanti.
Shanti. Neeta Ben, this is for you. You demonstrate greatness through sharing your virtues with others and learning from others to enrich yourself.
Thank you, Om
Nice.
Shanti.
Always
Lovely insights today. Thank you.
Virendra Bhai ke liye hai ye. You maintain the balance of responding to situations with a cool head and to people with a warm heart.
Thank you. That's
So
nice.
true of you. Thank you. Jatin Bhai, Om Shanti. Your actions are a source of inspiration that brings about a change in others.
Thank you, Saurabh.
Thank you, Jatin Bhai. And Sandhya Ben, your heart is warm and your mind is carefree. You have full faith in knowing that there is benefit in every situation.
Thank you so much, Saurabh.
So Sonam Ben, Om Shanti. You have discovered that the simplest way to change the world is to change the self. Thank you. Oh, you have something there? A balloon? What do you have there? Father's Day. Your mic is on mute probably.
Yes, brother, it's for Father's Day.
Oh, thank you. Happy Father's Day. Who are all fathers here? Please. So we have Jatin Bhai and who else is Simran Bhai bhi hai or Krishna Bhai. Anyone else? So very happy Father's Day to you all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And who is RS? RS? So this is for you. Your happiness and smile lights up the divine spark in others. Thank you. Great. Anyone left? Yeah. Great. So enjoy your day, and thank you so much for your presence.
Thank you for a lovely session. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Om Nice to see everyone.
Yeah, same here.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shanti Rekha sister. Thank you
Hello.
very much, Brother Saurabh. It was wonderful, wonderful presentation.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. How are you doing?
Good, good.
Good. Good to see you, sister. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Shanti.